Yeah.
Is Katie on? Hey, Katie!
Yeah.
She's here.
All right.
Sweetheart.
So, Papa, for your 75th birthday, we all wanted to go around and share some things that we appreciate and love about you.
A toast.
A toast.
This won't take too long. I'll give you 30 seconds for everybody.
It's a quick 30-second video.
Yeah.
Total. Yeah.
So when I think of some of your best character traits, I think of generosity and sacrifice. And I remember a story maybe a few years back when one of your out-of-state friends had, I don't know if it was his daughter or his niece, who was at the Walt Disney World internship. And your friend said, hey, will you keep an eye on my daughter? And you said, yes, of course. So then, I don't know, a little time later, you get a phone call and you are in Clearwater, enjoying your weekend, probably golfing. And this person you don't really even know calls you and says, hey, will you come help me move? And you don't even tell her that you're over 2 hours away. You just said, sure, I'll be right there. And you drop everything and you go there and you help her move. You buy her some stuff. You take her out to dinner. She probably cried on your shoulder. And then you left and you drove the 2 hours back to the Clearwater. And so that's just the kind of person you are. And you do that for people that you don't even know, and how much more you do it for your family. So, Dad, thank you for all the years of sacrifice and love and kindness.
A toast. Thank you.
toast.
Here, here.
Yeah,
Papa.
Thank you. Thank you.
Here, here.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're going this way, I think.
Here, I'll take that.
So I want to.
You want me to?
We're gonna switch.
Yeah, you could.
So I want to focus on 2 words for Papa. My 2 words are legacy and servanthood. So when I think of Papa, I think about the legacy he's left. And I have some definitions for legacy. So one definition, a secular definition, the long-lasting impact of particular events, actions, etc. that took place in the past or of a person's life. And then a more biblical definition is the passing on things of lasting value to those who will live on after us. Okay, so the reason I think of legacy with you is when I look at your kids, when I look at Karen, when I look at Mike, when I look at Katie, I see them have some of the same characteristics that you have, and the one that I think of the most when I think of you is your servanthood. So I picked out a verse to talk about servanthood. It's Matthew 23:11 and 12. The greatest among you shall be your servant. Whoever exalts himself will be humbled, and whoever humbles himself will be exalted. And Papa, I see your humility and your servanthood coming out in your children. And so that's how I know you have it, is because I see that every time I see you. So that's what I think of when I think of Papa.
Thank you.
Yeah.
A toast to Papa!
Thank you, Honor. Thank you.
Cheers. Dad, do you
Okay,
need
I'll
a
go,
drink?
and
I
then
do.
Katie.
have
I'm
one?
going to stop it in between each one.
Has to go because she has to leave.
Okay.
Katie, would you bring the Chardonnay? Sure. Okay. So what I love about Papa, I don't know. I love hanging out with him. Every time I hang out, I'm always like, oh, this is so fun. And you're just so generous and just so kind. And I have memories of like you took us to like Universal, and you like stayed back with one of us when we didn't want to go on the rides, and it was like you could have gone if you wanted, but instead you sacrificed and you stayed back, and you were like, okay, I'll take time to hang out with this one person while everyone else goes and has fun. And even just telling me the past couple weeks, like, oh, if you ever want to come, I'll drive the hour to go pick you up and then come back. Like, that's something that most people would be like, driving an hour and getting someone, like, that's like so much time. Like, why would I waste that time? But like, it just means so much to everyone, and you're just so kind and generous, and you love that so much.
Thank you,
So,
Bria. Thank you, Bria. Katie.
Okay, Caitlin.
Alright, so can you all hear me?
Loud and clear.
So first of all, Papa, I love you so much. Are you sure you can hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. He can hear you.
Okay, he just leaned. It's always concerning.
No.
I just wanted to say, I feel like one of the things that you are best at is knowing people. And so, I mean, obviously we've already heard some examples of that, but just the fact that you always know what someone will enjoy, and you're always thinking of people, and you're so thoroughly kind, and so you clearly value people so much, and I am honestly so impressed by it. I feel like you always know exactly what someone might want, or the right thing to say to someone, just something to cheer someone up or make someone feel better, or literally anything. Whenever we come to you with anything, you always know the exact thing to say. And I am so impressed by how well you love people, and how much that clearly shines through every single thing that you do, and how much time you give to us, and just how much we matter to you, but also how much everyone matters to you. And I wish I could be like that, and I strive to be more like that every day. And you are one of my biggest models for that. So I love you, and
Toast.
Caitlin, Papa.
Caitlin, I don't know what to say.
That is so sweet.
Thank you, honey. Thank you.
Love you, Kate.
She can't. She has to go.
So, just for a starter, you're an amazing person in general. And
Wow,
like
Grady.
whenever I have a problem or anything, I know to come to you because you always have.
I didn't know you had any problems, Grady. I thought you had
Hey,
the
he's
perfect
got big
childhood.
problems.
You've got the perfect childhood, and I love you for it.
And yeah, you just so nice.
Thank you, Grady. That's
Thank
very
you.
kind of you to
A
say.
toast to
Thank you,
Papa.
Grady. Love you.
So when I think of Papa, I think of generosity, and I think you put everyone before yourself, and you always think of others first, so you always meet other people's needs before yourself. And an example of that is what Bria was talking about when you took all the grandkids to Universal, and I was the one who you stayed back with because I don't like a lot of the rides.
She was
So,
talking about me.
You didn't go on the fun rides, and you stayed back with me because I didn't like them. So you met my needs before yourself, even though it probably would have been a lot more fun for you.
Oh, honey.
And I just stayed back or went on the little rides, and you chose to stay with me when you could have had more fun.
It's amazing that you remember little things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
A toast.
Thank you.
To Papa.
Thank you. Thank you, Holly.
I think that you're kind and very patient, and also you built us all up. And I have an example. Like every time I come over, say like my parents are gone or something, you always bring me to golf, and we always have fun together, and you're always teaching me and being patient with me. Or if I hit a horrible shot or hit it in the water or anything, you always say like next one you can do this, and just be and you're always patient with me. And I love that you treat me like a man.
Oh, thank you,
A
Jada.
toast.
Yeah, thank you, Jada.
So not to beat a dead horse, but when I think of Papa, I think of generosity too. But more than just generosity with your time. And no matter how small the thing is that we bring to you, you always find time to help us with it. Whether it's all of us standing in the kitchen in the morning begging for breakfast and blueberry pancakes, or trying to figure out which of the 14 TV remotes turns it on. You always help us with it. And I remember when the castle was built, Rylan and I were upset that the girls had gotten all the fun toys and we didn't have anything in our room, and so we came to you and we were all mad, and you didn't get mad at us for us being super ungrateful for the giant castle you had just built in the attic, but instead you just took us to Walmart and bought us a Wolf Lego Chima set that we've had for the last 15 years up there, whatever it is, and yeah, so that's what I think about you.
Oh, thank you.
A toast
Ashton.
to Papa.
Thank you.
Automatically, like what Olive and Ashton said, when I think of Papa, I also think of generosity. No matter what, he always just makes sure that everyone here is happy before he is. And one of the quotes in the kitchen says, "This is their kitchen, where food is made and where grandkids are spoiled." And I think that it's one of the greatest things that you had. When you built us the castle, you could have just let us just you could have just had us just sleep in the attic, but instead you
That would not have been generous.
and I know that my dad has gained some ideas now. So what I'm thinking is,
Is there a
like,
basement we can build?
when, instead of just letting us sleep up there, you automatically had your grandchildren vote on what to put up there, and you took the time, and it took so much time to build everything. You've got lanterns in there, our sword and our shield and everything for all your grandchildren. And so thank you so much for everything that you've done for us.
Thank you so much.
A toast.
A toast.